Hi, travelers. Tara here, Hidden Lotus Tarot. I am going to be coming to you today with a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I want to thank you guys for being so patient with me while I was away on my little mini vacay. Um, it was absolutely wonderful. I got a great chance to just decompress and relax and renew and restore. So really, I want to thank you guys, those of you who are waiting for readings from me. I'm resuming today, so we'll be, you'll get your readings. Just a couple of announcements. I have decided that I'm going to lower the prices of my phone readings. So they're lowered by 20 bucks across the board. This does not include the video readings, nor the prepaid tarot card readings. You guys aren't even purchasing that, and it's a great deal. So think about that. Those of you who are waiting on Akashic Records readings, you will be hearing from me probably starting tomorrow, so we can start getting our scheduling going. Those of you who have gotten Akashic Records readings and have been keeping up, giving me the updates on how you're doing, thank you so much. I really appreciate that because I love to hear that, the kind of progress you guys are making. So that's fantastic. And thank you for keeping me updated. I'm coming to you today with a new deck of cards. It's called the Prisma Vision Tarots by James Eade. A lovely, lovely deck. I've been eyeballing it for a whole year, and I finally just broke down and got it. I was a little worried that the deck would not speak to me when I got it, but as soon as it arrived and I opened it up and shuffled through it, it just started speaking. It's a beautiful deck. Again, that's the Prisma Visions Tarot by James Eade. So I do have the Sibilas here with me. Again, please recognize that this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So the messages will not resonate with everyone, in which case please check back to your Moon and Rising sign as they are posted. I'm going to try to get as many videos as I can get done today. If you haven't been over to my website to check on the prices, please go do that. Also subscribe to the website because normally this is where I will make announcements first when I'm doing specials and things of that nature. There's a blog over there where I post up, the planetary transits and things of that nature. Now, we are still under the Pluto-Neptune retrograde, and then on the 29th, Uranus goes retrograde. And then somebody emailed me and said that Mercury goes retrograde on either the 28th or the 29th, which thank you, because I read someplace that it was going retrograde on the 9th of August, not in July. So thank you for clarifying that for me. So as we know, during the Mercury retrograde, old lovers can come back. But it's also a time for you to rework and review and revise anything that you need to work on. It's not really a time to start anything new. At least it ain't for me. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and do a 7-card spread. And I have the Sibilas here for clarification. So let's get started. And we'll see what the cards have to say for the Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of August 2016. Okay, if you're interested in a reading, there are links in the right-hand corner of the video. You can click on the little eye. That'll take you directly to the website. It's in the About box section, and it's going to be underneath the description of the video. So there you have it. Here we go. 7 cards down. The Hermit. The Magician. Wow. The 10 of Swords. The 7 of Swords right in the center. That's our focus. The 4 of Swords. Wow, Geminis. The 6 of Swords. Wow. And the 9 of Swords. Well, this is definitely an air spread. Okay. And underneath the deck, look at there. The Knight of Swords. So, 5 out of 7 cards are swords. So as we know, swords deal with communications and with thoughts. And I can see that many of you are going through, and this could be because, you know, the Mercury retrograde is about to go into effect. But this is really, it appears that you guys are really struggling with some things, really struggling with some things. And you're giving great weight and great thought to it. And in coming from the past, we're going to read it this way. The Hermit. So many of you have been taking the time out that you need to reassess and review. Please continue that as we go forward, because there are a lot of swords cards here. The Magician is saying to me that you are in effect behind the scenes with the Hermit and the Magician. Behind the scenes, you're really, really trying to focus in on making, I would say, some changes, because, you know, I've got a 10 and a 7 and a 4 and a 6 and a 9, and then it ends with the Knight. So this is vacillating back and forth between perhaps what you should be doing, what you'd like to do, perhaps information that is coming into you about what you should be doing, or people giving you advice. But it can also speak to this 10 of Swords. There's something that has been very disappointing to you. And as you can see, the imagery of the card, the guy's being carried away. So it's as if the cards are saying that whatever situation you're finding yourself in, it kind of feels like it's really, really out of your control, and maybe your thoughts and around the situation are really, really giving you a difficult time. You're having a very difficult time getting a handle on perhaps not just the way you are communicating with others, or someone is communicating with you, or that you yourself are playing things over and over and over again in your mind. Now, with the 7 of Swords, this tells me that some of you have either been deceived by someone or a situation that didn't quite turn out the way that you thought it would, but also perhaps that maybe you yourself could have placed yourself in a situation where deceit was able to come in. All right. And that's our focus right in the center. So many of you with this 4 of Swords, it's telling me that you're kind of at rest at this. You're really not quite sure what to make of it, and which direction in which you should be going, and how you should be taking this. But the 6 tells me that you're making a transition. Okay, you're making a transition mentally or psychologically. You're making a transition, trying to smooth the way as you go through whatever this situation. We're going to pull some Sabilas on this. But the 9 tells me as well, and I want you to look at the imagery of this card. It's this swan, or this goose, is swooping down. The teeth are the swords, and it's about to gobble this guy up. Okay, and so to me, it's a clear warning that you should please watch your thoughts, the way in which you're thinking about whatever the challenge is that you're going through right now. Don't allow your fears or your insecurities to come in and, in a sense, sabotage you. I mean, because really we have the energy of the Magician here, and the Magician can create whatever he chooses to create. So if you're thinking negatively, or you're having circular reasoning and you're overthinking something, the warning is to please stop, because you can manifest up whatever it is that you fear. I don't know if you can see the image. The Magician he's dropping a small person, you know, from one hand to the other, as if he's playing around with this person. So in a sense, it's like your mind itself is your own worst enemy. Been there, done that. And then suddenly we come to the Knight. And the imagery on this Knight of Swords is this guy has, now look, at the 9, you see that? He's about to be gobbled up. But then the Knight comes in, and he takes his sword and he pierces this goose in the mouth. So in other words, it's like something comes in so that you're able to put a stop to it. whatever this is, all right? Whether this is someone creating confusion around you or being deceptive, or whether you yourself are in a sense deceiving yourself, or maybe you're not able to have the clarity to see the things that you need to see about the situation. But this tells me that some kind of news or event's going to come in, and it's going to, in effect, kind of put a halt to whatever all these swords are talking about here. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the Seven of Swords and to see what it's telling me. This is a lot of swords cards. You know, it's all mental energy and communications. And so maybe there's been communications going back and forth and back and forth. Maybe there have been arguments, a lot of aggression and hostility within this situation. And it's keeping you up at night. You feel consumed by this. So, you know, the warning is to please don't do that. And if something doesn't happen to occur to kind of give you some relief on this, then try your best. Think about the situation with the Hermit. This, to me, really speaks to isolation. Isolating yourself from this situation, but yet you can't seem to either get over it or forget about it. Please try to get a handle on your thoughts. And maybe if this is you've been fighting, perhaps you need to withdraw from the situation and let some time pass by so that you can get your emotions in check. If you can keep a handle on your emotions, control those, and your thoughts, then, you know, because remember that thoughts create things, okay? And this is what this is all about. So stop whatever it is that you're doing that is a negative influence on yourself. And by negative, what I mean is that it's really not serving you to continue to go over and over this situation, because it seems as though there's an impasse here. So we're going to look at the Seven of Swords with the Sibilas. Donna Maritata, the married woman, the woman with children, the nurturer. Denari, money. So this could literally be that you're worried about your finances in some sense. You may have children. Things are really not going right, so to speak. Perhaps there has been some kind of financial upset or setback, and you're just like at the end of your rope, like, God, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Messaggere. Indeed, some kind of news has come in. Now, if this is not really about finances here with the Denari, the safe, then it is something that has occurred or something that was completely unexpected that came through. Some message, some news. Again, we have the Knight here. Something that you received that kind of blindsided you with that Seven of Swords. You weren't expecting it. And so if it's not financial, then it is something that has to do with your security. It could be a job. Maybe you've gotten news that you may lose your job, or that you've lost your job, or you didn't get the promotion, or somebody owed you money that you were depending on and you did not get it back, or you haven't received it yet. Let me see what the Four of Swords is trying to tell me here. Yes. The militari, the disgrazia, and the fortuna. Now, something that caught you by surprise, something that perhaps was underhanded and sneaky. It really was a tower situation, okay? And that's where you are now. You're still in this space. That's why these swords cards have come out. But the Fortuna card has come to say, and in a sense, these cards, this is kind of a neutral card. This is a negative card. And in a sense, it's kind of saying that maybe after you've taken some time to rest and think about it and remove yourself from the situation, you're going to find something positive in it. Right now, I know it doesn't look like that from these stinking cards, but we have to have faith. And know that the universe doesn't give you more than you can handle. It may seem as though you're completely overwhelmed and you see no way out of this situation. But I'm here to tell you that this too shall pass. And it is simply the way in which you react to the news, information, or situation or interaction with whomever that is going to get you through this. So let's take a look at what the Knight of Swords is trying to tell us over here. Now, this is kind of odd. On the Knight, I have the letterato, the Casa Riunione. So really, to me, this is talking about someone that you have some kind of business with, okay? If this is not, again, the casa, this speaks to the house, but it also kind of looks like a bank or an institution, yes? So if this is not a, again, a financial situation or a business operation, okay, then this is speaking to as well a romantic or relationship issue. Riunione. News coming in about either getting back together or a meeting, okay, coming together. But this card can also speak to job interviews, okay? So wait. As we know, with Mercury, things are retrograde. Things can slow down. Communications are lost. There, potential for misunderstandings. So please try to slow down and get a handle on your thoughts. Try to rein in your emotions and try to wait it out. Perhaps there is something that you'll be able to do if you go back to the drawing board in this situation. All right, Geminis, I hope that message helped you. And until next time, namaste.